controller mimicking PlayStation.
Actually, PlayStation's actually never made.
At the end of
Bomber,
the day,
Bomber, I can't.
At the end of the fucking day, keyboard and fucking mouse all day.
Matter.
It's
Fucking
above the
long.
PC.
It really doesn't.
Race
Hey,
Masters.
Look, all
It
y'all
does
do
not.
is
PC is
all y'all
superior.
do
No.
You need to fucking man up.
I want to hear it. I just want to hear it.
this. Listen.
PC, you gotta upgrade every single 5 months to
Hey,
play.
I can't.
It doesn't matter that you have to upgrade. We're
You
better.
gotta upgrade this. You gotta upgrade that. PlayStation's just for little kiddos that want to be toxic.
Dude, shit. Hey, at least PlayStation.
You're all a bunch of vile creatures. Listen to me. Bomber. Kratos wants his beard back.
Shit,
we don't care.
He probably does want my beard back because it is freaking greatness, and he has greatness. That's
It's
something
been
that
30
Xbox don't
hours.
even know what it's talking
It's been
about.
30 hours. You're done with the game now.
Y'all always
It's been
talk
30
about.
hours.
And look, and all y'all talk about, is everything
I can't
PlayStation.
hear.
Can y'all not? Can y'all
Sounds like
just
a
talk
vacuum
about your
cleaner in the
Xbox
background.
shit?
Well,
Yeah,
all it
hey,
comes
at least
down
it plays
to
games.
Xbox
You know,
rules.
what,
PlayStation sucks like your mom, Bomber.
Go play with freaking.
PC is way better than
Hell yeah,
fucking
Mom,
both of
what
us.
Sucking my nuts
What the
last
fuck
night.
you guys arguing about? What the hell?
Dude, you know what? You see,
PC's better.
everybody's.
Well,
just
Wilmy,
sitting here
hey,
talking
Wilmy, go
shit for
benchmark
no
something.
damn
Get out of this
reason.
conversation. Nobody wants to talk to you.
You can kiss my ass, Obi, you fucking X-bot. What the fuck?
Fuck you and your $8,000 PC and your Viking can go fucking VR together.
On my OLED.
See, Wilmy, all you do is you just sit there. You're like, oh, look at my PC. Fuck y'all. I'm like,
Look
shit,
at
man,
my VR screenshot.
Your PC has actually less games that are Game of the Year than PlayStation. So hey, just letting you
Guess
know,
what?
your
Hey, Bomber.
PC is not greatness. And also Xbox. How many Game of the Years have you had? Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
We can't understand you. Hey,
hey. You can't?
Well, you could probably
Hey, can't
understand him
understand you.
if you pulled the fucking, controller out of your goddamn ear and listened, dumbass. What the
Yeah, well,
fuck?
fuck that. The PlayStation's got that itty bitty little controller that I feel like I'm putting my kids to see a 5-year-old.
At least it
Junior fingers,
freaking
bro.
works. How many controllers have you
Whopper
gone
Junior
through?
fingers?
How many controllers have you gone through? Log all your joysticks.
Hey, Bomber, just remember, I can play on the Xbox while your mom's giving me a blowjob.
Dude. See, all you can go back and
see, you can't bring moms into this.
Microsoft and Windows.
Yeah, I can.
Sit there and look through a window and jerk off because that's all you're like. Oh my god, look at that PlayStation.
Hey, we're not even the same competition anymore. Go sit down. Go over there. Go sit down. You're not my
you're talking
competition
about
anymore.
competition.
Get out of here.
Definitely not any
Get out of
competition.
here.
Exactly.
Get out of here.
Because
Go wrestle around with MPDs with Nintendo. You guys go wrestle around over that. You guys go over there and play.
Hey, they ain't. Whoa. None of you
How about we
fuckers.
just go-
Every damn one of you are console fucking peasants. It doesn't even matter. Except
Shit,
for
we
the
have more
Viking
active
company.
users.
Hey, go
Steam,
stream
dude. I
something
don't
with
know
your
what the hell
NVIDIA
you're
trash.
talking about.
Go away. Take your
What the
ordinary
fuck?
PC and
Like,
go.
what the hell?
Go
Like,
drive
y'all
across the
seriously.
country in a trailer.
It's all about singing Xbox. That's all that matters. Xbox.
Listen to Leo. Leo's got something to say.
Xbox.
Leo's got something to say. Let him talk,
Xbox
Bomber.
last place.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Leo. Before we go live, dude, go ahead. Throw it out.
I'm just saying that aren't all consoles basically computers in their own right?
Ah,
Shut
fuck Leo.
Oh, fuck you, Leo.
Yeah, actually they are, and they actually run
They're not
better,
upgradable,
especially
which
on
sucks,
Sony's
but-
side. Because guess what? They haven't had any issues out of them. How many years exactly? I mean, y'all
Whatever,
just
Bomber. You know what?
no,
You just have fun.
Really? No issues?
You have fun with that vacuum cleaner. I hope it vacuums all the dust out of your house.
Oh,
No.
guess what? So you
And heat up my pizza while you're at it.
So all you can revert to is going back and just looking at the not retail version. Okay, just keep on doing that with your damn rectangle ass thing that doesn't.
Xbox does no games.
It looks like freaking a dildo box.
You know
is
what?
what
You're
it looks
positive
like.
How do you
X-Boy.
turn on the new Xbox?
I've seen you on there. You're playing Anthem, weirdo. That's even. You know what's
And,
even worse than playing PlayStation? Playing Anthem on a PlayStation.
Hey, I agree with the Anthem on a PlayStation thing, but don't be nothing. Yeah, Anthem sucks, Dermot. I can't defend that anymore.
And it
Hey,
doesn't
we're
matter.
just gonna take this game and we're just gonna
Hey, let's get this shit together, dude, before we go live, okay? Let's just
Well,
everybody calm the
we're
fuck
talking-
down. We know,
We're
Obi.
6 minutes
Just
late.
quit bringing,
Okay,
just
we
quit
get
bringing
it.
up shit.
Obi is a
minutes,
corporate slave.
Just-
He's an
just do a
Xbox.
giveaway
and
or
Bomber is a
something.
PlayStation
You'll make them all
fan. We got
happy.
it.
Oh, that's
Just
my
do a
fault. I
giveaway,
brought
it'll make them
logic.
happy.
I mean, at the end of
Okay.
the day, it doesn't matter.
makes you a dick.
Xbox is what matters. PlayStation is for little kids. You don't play little
Xbox
kids.
is a
Go
mini
play-
PC
go play
for
that.
Exactly. You know what? While we're
it's a
sitting here
mini
arguing,
PC.
Man, just
I'm
freaking get
playing
your phone out and just go
Master
play
Chief
online on a
Collection
freaking 6-inch
on
screen.
my
Why do you need
tablet.
a 4K TV?
See, Xbox is
Y'all
downstairs.
frauds. That's all it is. I mean,
You know what? Bomber has to pause this game to go take a shit. I don't.
That's
What are you
great.
doing,
Just
toilets?
fuck the podcast altogether, okay? Just fuck it.
Man, fuck it. I'm out.
Fuck it.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Wednesday night. It's 8 o'clock. Welcome to Gaming Beyond the Box. What is going on? Hopefully, you guys enjoyed that little intro made for us by Graphic God.
Awesome intro.
I'm telling you, man, Graphic God went all out on this. So we were happy to show it to you here live tonight. And by the way, our little fake intro, we wanted you guys to realize how stupid it sounds when everybody is arguing on social media all day over consoles and games. That's exactly what that shit sounds like. And yes, it was all fake. It was all staged. We've been planning this shit for a few days now.
We love each other.
I don't love Bomber.
Forkless most of us a little too much, but you know that's
Wash the hands, buddy.
I'll admit, the best part about Bomber is his beard. No,
It feels good on my nuts. I mean, yeah, it's great.
Hey, it does do some tickling.
that's weird, buddy. That's weird.
So,
He's got a weird beard.
He does, and like I said, man, we just wanted everybody to realize just how stupid all this shit sounds on other podcasts and on social media every day. That's why we did it, and it was actually kind of hard, man, to sit and talk trash to each other.
It was, dude. It was so stupid because I was just trying to.
I mean,
I'll be honest. It was hard not to laugh at some of
I know, same here.
Yeah, it was hard not to laugh through it.
Keeping a straight face, that was hard.
Even though we do know Obi is our resident X-bot, I mean, it was still kind of hard to do. So.
Did you just say?
One more dig. He wins.
Yeah, one more.
So, without further ado, everybody, welcome to the show.
I can't hear you over you benchmarking Division 2. Can't hear you.
Yeah, I hear you. Just because you got to sit there in Greenberg's chair, man, doesn't make
Viking, what have you been up to since Wilmie's been too busy benchmarking? What have you been up to, Viking?
Vikings here?
I don't think you're running it. I think Wilmy
Holy
is.
shit, he is here.
I'm
up,
here.
Viking?
He's too busy sitting there going 60 frames per second.
All right, so let's start with our intros. All right, Viking, what's going on, man?
Nothing much. I've been super busy this last week, so I really haven't been playing that much. Just trying to get into some Crimson Days on Destiny, and that's what I'll be doing for this next week. You can find me on Destiny on Xbox.
All right, and Fort Boy, what's going on, Fort?
Hey everybody, just kind of been messing around different games. Got done playing Phantasy Star Online 2 last weekend. Enjoyed the beta of that. And then fucking Bomber got me back into WoW, along with almost the entire Forking crew. So yeah, fuck you,
Not
Bomber.
me.
And yeah, just a matter of time, Viking. But yeah, just been messing around.
Fuck you.
Kind of looking forward to streaming this weekend. Division 2 sounds like they actually got some more content that actually sounds fun. So yeah. Have some exciting times ahead of us.
We do, and we've got a lot of topics to cover tonight. Holy shit. All right, next.
That's your fault.
I know. Next is our resident pony, HR Bomber. What's up, Bomber?
Yo. What's up, everybody, man? I appreciate everybody coming out, man, and honestly, yeah, not a whole lot going on other than freaking work. A lot of work. But of course, yeah, just like what Fork said, is getting back into that WoW mix, and man, it's just good. I mean, I freaking haven't played WoW since, like, really fully played it since like 2014. So it's just neat. It's fun. It's fun to go back. So definitely interested in that. Definitely want to see what's going on with that Division 2 nonsense. But other than that, that's about it.
I'd like to add to Bomber's thing that he has to go play on a different console because there ain't dog shit to do on PlayStation right now.
Actually, I got plenty to
I was
play.
playing on
Actually,
PlayStation earlier.
All right, Leonidas. What's up, Leonidas?
Not a damn much, man. Was playing Fantasy Star with Fork, Bomber, Ghost, and I think that was it, wasn't it? Yeah. And played some Dying Light for the first time. It was an interesting game. And I was playing Destiny, obviously. Then I played Destiny 1 today. And that's about it.
All right, Obi.
What's up, guys? Glad to be here. It was pretty fun to yell at the guys like we always do.
Xbox.
But it was really. What do you? Huh?
Man. Whew.
You know what? I don't want to hear from me. Nope. That's it.
I can't
Ghost,
hear
you can go ahead. Go ahead.
Balls in your mouth. What?
All right, Ghost. What's
Okay,
going on,
Bomber.
Ghost?
Boy.
Ghost.
He muted himself.
Ghost ain't
Ghost.
here right now. Please leave a name after the message.
Name after the
All right, my
Yeah.
bad. I'm trying to coordinate some shit here. Like my fucking kids to shut the fuck up
Oh.
and stop fucking crumpling up aluminum foil and shit.
Well, I mean,
Muted.
Isn't that what kids? I mean, are they like crumpling it up so you can put your weed in it, or crumpling it up so
No,
you can
man, why
crumple
the
it up?
fuck would I put what? What? No, just stop. You're gonna hurt yourself. All right.
I don't smoke.
Anyways, yeah, no, I get it. I get it.
He gets it.
We'll
He
get
just
you
takes
that.
the edibles.
It'll be
He doesn't fucking smoke.
Oh,
Exactly.
Ghost, do you put the lime in the coconut before you smoke it, or?
I mean, if I have to, sure. You guys, you're killing me. Like, fucking, you like my
Was it
fucking kids right
the
now.
aluminum
Just wanna
foil
fucking punch.
for the hat, or was it to like change your oil?
No, the aluminum foil because I fucking was baking. Oh, I'm sorry, it was parchment paper for a cake.
Oh.
Ah, that's
There we
exciting.
go. Great.
And Bill up.
Anyways, I'm
Yep.
fucking high and ready to talk about other shit than my kids.
Hell yeah.
and
All right,
shit.
let's do
So
it.
Let's go.
And I'm here. All right, let's do it.
Are you sure you're here?
Really?
I think
you.
I'm
That's,
pretty,
that's it. I'm here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm Wilmy. I'm
Yep,
here.
That's it. That's all you need to know.
My name's Wilmy.
Yep,
I'm here.
that's it. First topic we're going to tackle tonight.
Spoken.
You got it. You can shut up now, but you got it. All right, now let's get with the first topic. Samsung and Microsoft are partnering up.
Again.
Boom.
You hear that? You hear that, Bomber? You hear that?
Yeah.
So,
Shit's getting better.
That means y'all are investing more in
Phil Spencer said he wanted to reach 2 billion gamers. Does this mean he did it overnight?
No.
no.
Technically,
God, no.
technically, with them opening up those doors for the iOS going to xCloud also. Technically, yeah, overnight. It seemed like all of a sudden you get this news. It looks all doom and gloom for people not being able to have xCloud on an Apple phone. And then within, 24 hours, that gets announced, like both of these. So is that, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that majority market for the mobile gaming? For,
I mean,
Samsung and
Android,
Apple?
what, Android slash Apple? Well, yeah. I mean, that would put you at what 90% of the phone industry is Android or that. But Samsung is up there, one of the highest, or not the highest, because they're not the highest Android platform or manufacturer, but
No, they're pretty high up there, though. So I mean,
Yeah, they're pretty high up.
I mean, as far as did this just happen? No, this has been in the works for a while. Just like the whole Final Fantasy coming, Fantasy Star Online coming over. I mean, a lot of people don't realize Phil Spencer was the one that actually pushed that to get that over here because it's been on in Japan and PlayStation Japan for like 7 years. And there's a whole bunch of people that are PlayStation that are pissed off, but it's like, well, then you should have done something. Your company should have done something to bring it over. Phil Spencer is basically like, hey, I'm dropping my balls on the table. Here they are. We're bringing more JRPGs. We're bringing as much as we can to Android, to iPhone, to everything that we possibly can to get as many people as we can to get them on our console. And it's not even so much console. It's hey, we just want you playing our games anywhere.
Yeah.
And today it rolled out for iOS.
Yeah, that was good.
And I just got my invitation to join. Yay.
You did.
I got my invitation, and I'll be honest, it's pretty seamless. I'm ecstatic, except for the fact that I've already been told by work no at work.
They already told you no.
Yeah, I got excited. It's like, man, I could play Xbox here, and they're like, no. Oh.
Now, here's where I'm going to try to loop this around. There was another article came out yesterday afternoon that NVIDIA is going to lose all of Activision and Blizzard's games.
Yep.
Now, does anybody think there's a slight possibility
So I've seen
this could go to
Go ahead,
xCloud?
sorry.
That this could go
So,
to xCloud.
I'm hoping so, but then I also saw Jez hint at the fact, and mind he works for Windows, but he hinted that, could it go to Stadia? I mean, maybe, but
You're just on the Stadia train. Come on. You're just hoping.
No, honestly, I look at the fact of Google. Honestly, I think if they roll it up, I wouldn't be shocked. Just like they've rolled up a lot of other things. But the fact of the matter is, I mean, the article I thought was hilarious because it's like bad sign for cloud gaming. No, it's a great sign for cloud gaming. They're basically just not getting on with NVIDIA. They're going to get on with somebody. It's just a matter of who's going to offer them the most money, and that's where it's going to come down to. Now, as far as is Activision going to lock themselves down to Stadia, that seems like they're a falling rocket ship. No, they'll probably go with Xbox, in my opinion, because Xbox is blasting off. They got Samsung now, they got iPhone now, they got Android. I mean, they're locking down all these mobile things. It's like, hey, you can play any game on this. Why not? Why not play with someone that's trying to reach 2 billion players?
And don't forget Mike Ybarra and Rod from Coalition just went to work at Blizzard.
Yeah, that both those went there, and Ibarra's been hinting at for like the last week.
Ibarra has been throwing out
news
coming,
and it's like, and this is not news. I'm sorry, this is not what he's hinting at. There is something coming. Now, whether that's at E3 or before E3, something's coming that Blizzard's hinting at that's like, look, they signed 2 really big people, one from Microsoft, one from Coalition. It's like, there's something they got in the works, and it's not something small.
But my only thing, though, is, if you're saying Activision, totally, they took all their stuff off of that streaming platform, and that's all they did is the streaming platform. So is that saying they're going to put all their games as exclusive as only you can stream off xCloud versus any other thing? Ain't that something that Phil has always been against, is exclusivity, as far as especially when they are a very they are a multi, all their games, like Activision's games, other than Blizzard's ones anyway, are on multiple devices. They're not just PC only. Whereas Blizzard, of course, they are, because you have Overwatch, you have all that. So you're not going to just take Overwatch away from all the consoles. You're not. This
is just for streaming, though, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, there are games right now. There are games right now on xCloud that if you do not own them on Xbox, you can't play them on Xbox. Ace Combat, Madden 20, Wreckfest, and I think there's maybe a handful of other ones that are like that. But going back to the whole Samsung deal, I was doing some quick Googling. There's 1.2 billion Samsung phones out there since 2016. And the forecast is within 2021, there's supposed to be 3.8 billion worldwide.
That's like half the world population.
Hey, especially with that freaking phone that they just
smartphone industry. The smartphone in general, I want to say that includes Apple. It's supposed to be 3.8, but you have to think, like Ibarra said, it's perfectly. Quit focusing on what basically Balmer and I are doing today. Focus on what the kids are doing today, which is they're on those tablets, they're on those smartphones. Focus on them because they're what you're
your future. I mean, unfortunately, I'm 40. Wilmy's 45 or 46. Viking is in his 30s. All of us on this podcast are in our 30s, except for I think Obi. Guess what? We're not the
Yeah,
future of
Leo.
gaming.
Old
We're
fucks.
not.
Leo's like
I mean,
21.
We were
My
the future at
kids,
one point.
Vikings
I am
kids,
the future
Bombers
kid.
kids,
Fuck
Ghost
you,
kids.
I'm the future kid.
They're the future of gaming. They're the people that they're targeting. Yeah, they can target us because we'll still buy consoles for probably another 10 to 20, 30 years. But I mean, you
Yeah,
aim at the
they
younger
want
kids,
When
you
we
tie
start
them down,
dying
you
out.
have more
The younger.
generations.
Yeah.
When we
Yeah,
start dying
they're-
out, they need somebody to sell to.
Damn Alzheimer's! I can't remember where I put my controller.
Better buy another.
Just pull out your phone and you'll be able to play it.
Not without your controller. No, I'm just kidding.
But I just think it's odd, and Dizzy's saying in the chat that they've been in talks with Amazon and Twitch. I wouldn't mind that as much. I just hope it doesn't go to Google and get implemented into Stadia.
I
Yeah.
don't know if Amazon's going to
Stadia's
do that
dead.
due to the fact Amazon's really working hard on a Lord of the Rings MMO, a New Horizon MMO. I mean, they already have a ton of games they're working on. A lot of them they haven't released yet as far as like, hey, this is what we're doing. But they already have a lot in the works.
Yeah,
So-
but you would literally get the number one RTS in the world, the number one MMO in the world, and
What the fuck's an RTS?
RTS is like StarCraft, real-time
Real-time
strategy.
Real-time
strategy.
strategy.
Oh, all right.
Sorry. So
Okay.
you would get
Just
literally
take another
the
bump.
top of the top,
You're
and then Overwatch. Look at Overwatch. It's like one of the top.
Fuck you, PC kid.
So it would be huge. Now, granted, they've already said Overwatch is coming to every console and PC, whatever. So the streaming part, I just don't know if it's that huge of a deal. Only in certain markets is this a major deal. If it isn't going to say Microsoft or just really just Microsoft in general, because I think a lot of people will give that as ammo if Microsoft doesn't close this down. In a sense, like if this is not a Microsoft deal and it's actually just for, like you said, Google or Amazon, I think it's gonna be huge. I think.
Well, I just hope it doesn't go to Google Stadia because that'll be the end of it.
I know. We're gonna have to listen to Fork like I was right.
I was trying to give all you a friend.
You know what? Because of all of you, I canceled it. Fuck you all. Y'all ruined my
So
dream.
I will say though,
My dreams.
by end of it, Wilmy, what do you mean by end of it?
What's that? I
You
don't.
mean
I
by
don't it's just
end of
not. It's not going to end well because Google, man. I mean, everybody remembers Google Glass, right? They were trying to sell hipsters these ugly ass glasses for like what, $3,000, and a couple of
Hipsters bought 'em.
A few people bought them, and they were like, "Oh my god, these are ugly as fuck." Well, that's kind of what Stadia is looking like right now. And there goes the podcast. Watch.
Yeah.
Last time it shut
Last
down.
time you said it shut the hell down. So.
I mean,
Ninja kick.
Stadia is really taking a beating. I mean, it's everywhere. All these different, people are talking really bad about Stadia. All these different games.
Wait a minute. Hold up. I thought, according to all the PlayStation guys, it's doing phenomenal. It's
Well,
kicking Xbox's ass.
that's your typical. That is just your typical fanboy rhetoric going back and forth.
They don't have their own cloud system, so they got to jump on one to use it.
What did you just say? That
I'm not talking to you,
Sorry.
Closet Xbot.
No, I didn't hear. I actually didn't hear what you were I guess arguing for or against.
Stadia.
According to a lot.
We didn't either. We're just listening. But
Smile and nod.
But I would
Smile
rather
and
see it
nod.
go to Amazon. I'd really love to see it go on xCloud myself. I'd really like to see something happen with Xbox. Because, I mean, it just seems kind of weird to me that Mike Ybarra and Rod both are at Blizzard now. So,
In a tree, apparently.
yeah. And he said that on RDX last night. The two of them sitting in a tree.
Hey, he
So-
gained 700 followers once he announced he.
Yeah.
went to Blizzard.
Yeah.
When he said he was sitting in a tree.
Yeah. he was
Yes.
sitting in a church.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
said that.
so-
He
So
said that in
Dreadpool
RDX
said
chat.
Stadia works just like xCloud works. Dreadpool, I understand what you're saying, but I mean, from the day of launch, we had like a week, 2 weeks of Stadia where people were actually posting videos and everything. I haven't seen a single thing of Stadia in probably 2 or 3 months now. I haven't heard anybody even talk about Stadia. I mean, the only thing I have heard is a bunch of people have said, "Hey, nobody's talking about it, not even Google. What's going on? We paid this money. Nothing's happening. These games are supposed to be at launch. No news on when they're coming out, and it's just been quiet.
So you're trying to get your money back? That's what you're saying.
No. I canceled mine before I got charged.
It's cool, man.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter. Stadia, you can't play your games locally with Stadia to begin with, so it does not like it really matters.
Exactly. So
Hey, I've sent my
I've got
code 5 times to Wilmy. He keeps sending it back.
I've got my. That's not what you were sending me, motherfucker.
He doesn't want the friendship.
But
That's not the friendship.
I've got my fingers
address
crossed that they are working a deal with Microsoft. So whoever
Wouldn't be a shock because EA did. If you think about it, EA worked the deal with Microsoft.
Yeah, so whoever is that keeps coming into our podcast
Leo.
like the next day and thumbing it down and giving us all these nasty comments, calling everybody closet Xbox. You can take that and you can post it wherever you like. Yes, I do play on Xbox. I do play on PC. And guess what? That's all Microsoft.
Hey, wait a
Sorry
second.
that hurt your
Didn't I
feelings.
say? Didn't I say at the beginning of the stream? Bomber talked all of us. All of us. That includes. I mean, I'm sure if we talked to
OB, the Xbox.
But aren't we playing WoW? Where's that played at?
Only on
That's
PC,
right. On a
Macs
PC.
that run and Macs, but you also have to have Windows in the background.
Yeah.
What?
So I mean,
The Windows key.
I'm sorry, still Xbox. Damn it, it's Windows. Fuck.
So now let's move to the next topic, and this one's definitely going to make all the haters mad. And remember, we're just reading this to you. We didn't write this shit, and this isn't made up. This isn't something we all sit all week and go, "Hey, let's put this shit out online." Tech Times actually published an article. The Sony PS5 price likely to be cheaper, but less quality compared to the Xbox Series X.
No freaking way. Really? Cheaper and less quality?
I mean, haven't it?
No fear, it's about the games.
Hasn't this been said for a while as far as the fact that Xbox's specs have been higher than PlayStation's? I mean, this isn't like something that nobody knows. We've all known this. It's just some people don't want to actually.
There's people on Twitter that don't know.
There's people on Twitter that still argue the PS Pro's better than the Xbox X, and
don't forget the PS5 is going to be 37.5 teraflops. You heard it here.
Yeah. No. Wilmy, you're wrong. I heard it today. It's 42.9.
Oh, it grew overnight.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought it was still at 74.
Same thing your wife said.
So look.
Hey, I mean, it happens. It happens.
All right, listen. I'll play a little bit.
That doesn't happen for it.
So
So
it said quality. So it's going to be cheaper and quality is going to be. So you're going to tell me that they're literally going to just make a piece of crap box with cheap parts? No, I'm sorry. I don't because when you say quality, that means it's just manufactured like crap. It has terrible parts.
I took it as resolution.
No,
I took it as resolution.
Bomber, I don't think they're talking like quality as far as
like performance. You say performance. You don't say because quality is not performance.
Well, that's what that now. Remember?
Oh, I mean,
that's what they're saying, not us.
Because quality is like when you're looking at performance. I mean, when you have a horrible sex session with your wife, she says your quality sucked. It doesn't talk about your penis. It just you didn't know how to use it. So I mean,
your performance.
Yeah. So I mean, in a way, they could still use quality as the performance because I mean, the quality of your being able to play it, the quality of your, I mean, just the quality of, yeah. If it's lesser performance, lesser, yeah.
I think
I want to go somewhere. I don't know where I'm going with it.
But of course, that's again. What we're all doing is just like they are. Is we're just speculating if Microsoft. Oh
no, I'm just reading the article, dude. This isn't my speculation.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
And we're talking about like how forever we've all known this. Well, we've all known what everybody keeps talking about.
Well, I should say that the released specs, which have not been confirmed by Xbox, have not been confirmed by PS5.
Exactly.
They haven't been unconfirmed though.
No.
So if all of the specs are true, unlike the ones that have been out there that say the PlayStation's got 74 teraflops in it, the specs that we have are actual true specs. The Xbox will still be more powerful.
Major news outlet.
Give me 1 second. Mooch! Who's yelling? Okay.
Fucking hell.
Leo.
I got Leo. All right, carry on.
Son of a bitch.
I know. Did you know my mother too?
That was awesome.
And guess what? And in this last, I guess if you want to go with generation, this last generation of consoles, the PS4,
boring.
your Xbox was your least powerful. That technically, I guess, by all reviews, whatever, had the worst games to come out on it, and less quality games. There we go. The quality there. There's the quality. So the games were more of the quality than the actual box. So, so is this generation going to just skip over the games again, and we're worried about what's in the box? Because, in my personal opinion, these boxes are going to be too similar. Like, it's not going to. You're going to, when you hook it up to your 4K TV and you play a game, you're not going to tell a difference. Other than probably from depending on the studios and what they actually implement, what they use out of the boxes. But I mean, devs are going to make what the box is worthy of. I mean, I don't care what Microsoft could put a freaking 2080 Ti in the damn thing, and it's still going to have a game that looks like freaking State of Decay come out.
Now, they start putting 2080 eyes in these things, I'm going to be a little pissed. If you can buy it for 400, 500 bucks.
Wilton's like, okay, wait a second. My
Honestly,
3 2080s still beat it.
If that's the case, then I want a 3080.
You want a 3080? Yeah.
I need to get an email to somebody.
I mean, at the end of the day, Bomber is right. I mean, if a company's making 2 games, one for PlayStation, one for Xbox, guess what? They can't really make one better than the other. Yes, the stuff that's in it can make it look better, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to what is it I always say? That's right. Enjoy where you game, not what you game. Or enjoy what you game, not where you... It doesn't matter. Enjoy if you play, Gears of War or, whatever. Enjoy it. That's all that matters. Yeah. Or God of War or whatever. Enjoy what you're playing, not where you're playing.
Wait a minute. I just had an epiphany. Did you realize the most popular games all have the word war in them?
What?
Yeah.
God of War, Gears of
Modern
War.
Warfare.
Well, Modern
I'm on
Warfare.
Yeah, see?
Still has
I mean,
war.
Gears of War is
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
hold
technically,
on. What about
World
Doom?
of Warcraft, yeah.
the top 4 games in history that have sold actually have duty in them too.
Except for-
So
All
Minecraft.
right, but now let's switch gears. Let's switch gears. I don't know if anybody's actually going to talk about this on the podcast.
Oh.
This is one of those things that you see online and you're like, this is just creepy as fuck. Okay.
Are we talking about Forks Penis again?
No, I ran across an article. Is somebody jerking off?
That's what it felt like.
Forks
From
Penis.
what do you mean that? What it felt like?
I thought
Bomber,
it
what's
sounded
happening?
like.
You said felt.
I said sound.
I don't know if
Felt.
anybody has saw this article from Kotaku. A mother reunited with deceased daughter on VR show. Now,
Hold up. Who's finger banging a controller right now?
Oh, sorry.
Leo.
Leo.
I'll stop.
last week, a Korean TV special called Meeting You aired, which focused on families' loss of their 7-year-old daughter. And an
That
unsettling
shit had me
finale,
fucked up.
the program attempted to reunite the girl with her mother in virtual reality, complete with audio.
So I've reached out to 5 people that I know that have lost kids. All of them said no. Like, no. That wouldn't help. That would do more damage than...
I'm sorry. I have 3 kids, but all 3 of my kids are adults. And if you guys follow me on Twitter, you realize I got the first pictures of my grandson today. But anyway, I could not imagine losing one of my kids. But
No, and I couldn't either.
But the simple fact that, and I'm a VR fan. I've got several VR headsets. I just cannot imagine doing this. It's like Nicole just said. That cannot be healthy. I'm sorry. That's just strange and weird.
Can I flip this? Can I flip the script on this real quick? What if it was a parent?
And you're meeting your
I
dead
think it is a
parent?
Yeah,
Let's say you could, if it was them seeing their dad or their mother.
Oh, dude, I'm going to tell you, my mom and dad are both dead. That'd be the last 2 motherfuckers I'd want to see in VR.
Yeah, we know.
I'm saying in general.
But, I mean, here's my thing.
If it wasn't a little girl, if it was a parent, if
That's
if you were close to your parents, close to your parents, it's a little bit. The feeling's a little bit different of losing your parents and losing a child.
Yeah, it is. But somebody had posted, and it was on Twitter, and we were talking back and forth on it, and it was like, To me, I work in the medical profession. This is almost like self-diagnosing. This is like, hey, I have access to drugs. I'm just going to take what I think I need, and I'll be good. No, there's a reason why we have medical professionals. If
Wait,
you
is that not how it works?
well, you know.
Oh, except for you.
You should know, Ghost.
But I mean, at the end of the day, if you lose one of your children, there's people out there, there's groups out there that can help you. Doing this, I think, would do more damage than anything. I mean, I don't know. I've never lost a kid. Like I said, I've reached out to multiple people that have kids. I was not a dick about it because I wanted to know their opinion. All of them are great friends. All of them said the same thing. No, no, that would do way more damage.
I could not do it if it was my daughter or my son, but like if it was like my dad, and I don't know, I'd probably do it then.
Now, if you could put me and my dad in VR, and it was like a Call of Duty type setting, and I could shoot that motherfucker several times with an M16,
you'd be okay with that.
I am down.
Have a Street Fighter VR with them.
I'm sure at some point we'll get to that, but it's just not there yet.
I just think it's like you said. It does more. Like again, I can't talk for everybody. I'm gonna talk for me. It would just do me more damage because, in my personal opinion, like the whole fact of grieving is grieving. I understand like everybody grieves a different way, but I don't see how you get the word, that closure that everybody always talks about. That's the word, that's the taboo word of you don't want to mess with how they deal with their closure. But I'm like, especially for a child, like there's nothing closed. You're basically, your mind is tricking yourself to think that person is still there and alive and you can talk to it, but you can't. It's not there. It's fake, but yet your mind's going to keep thinking that. So every time you're going to skip life to keep going back to that fake reality to see your kid over and over and over and over and over and over, and you'll never, like, I think that's what
you'll never move on.
Yeah,
you'll never actually
move on.
You'll never have a healthy relationship, and I'm not saying that you ever will, because anybody that loses a child, it affects you for the rest of your life.
You know how I see this?
Losing a child affects you differently than losing a parent.
Yep.
Yeah, but you know how I see this? Have you guys ever watched the show My Strange Addiction?
Yes.
There was a lady on that show. She was actually one of the top 10. They said of the strangest of the whole time. That her husband had died of an asthma attack in their sleep, and she had him cremated. But she walked around with his urn 24 hours a day, and I think it's like a month after she started doing that, she started eating his ashes.
Yeah, that's unhealthy.
Because it made her feel closer to him.
I mean, is that a form of cannibalism? I mean,
technically it is.
And my brother got his best friend who just recently passed. He had his ashes mixed in with his ink for a tattoo he got for him.
I could see that.
And see that's cool.
Doesn't sound hygienic.
I mean, it definitely doesn't.
State laws.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I almost feel like that has to be something against that, but
it's legal. It's actually very common.
Oh, okay. Well,
all right. Well, fuck me. All right.
Yeah, that's news to me. That's cool.
Learn something new every day, man. That's crazy.
Right?
I would not have known that.
I would not have thought that was a legal thing either.
And it's like Cloud just said. Cloud in the chat says he has lost a kid, and he can assure you that's something he would never even consider. And I kind of I'm with Cloud on this one. I just don't.
Yeah. So I am too. I'm 100% with him on the child thing. I think if it was like an aunt, uncle, grandma, grandpa, or a parent, that could be. Let's say it's a few years later down the road, not something that was recent. Let's say like 5 years from now. Let's say my dad died tomorrow. 5 years from now, I meet him, and they have him in a video game for me. You know what? We're racing. That'd be cool. You know, you just see, hey, let's see my dad again. But a child, a child is different. Child is there's so much more love that you'd have for a child. It's
growing up,
unspeakable.
You know your parent, aunt, uncle, you know they're going to die. I mean, we all know that. Your children, though, you never think that's going to happen. You know, you're hoping to outlive your child. Like, or not, sorry,
that's
children
what we're told. Yeah, we're supposed to.
Once we become cyborgs,
I mean, it happens, and it sucks. But I understand.
Yeah, cyberpunk future.
Yeah, well, anyway.
Watching that
can
video
imagine
made
that.
me feel sad. Just seeing her emotion. I can't imagine if I actually understood what she was saying. How much more?
I mean, here's something that hasn't been tried yet or anything, but with AI being as advanced as it is, when is it before someone makes a little robot and they install your kid's voice in it? I mean, that's not far from this.
I mean, technically, there's Build-A-Bears that you can do that with.
Teddy
Didn't-
Rockspit,
true.
motherfucker.
Little
you
fucking
could-
chunky
you
witch
could
that
take
would
a stick
stab
to
your
your-
I'm
ass.
saying you could record stuff, and yeah, it's in there forever. And I've actually.
It's like people going back and re-listening to voicemails over and over and over again.
Yeah, it's
I
kind
know
of
somebody that does that. Yeah.
it's like that. Like,
Hey, you weren't supposed to tell anybody.
But see, like the voicemail though, I guess listening to the voicemail of their voice, that's one thing. But going to VR or building a robot that you could actually
because you're really feeling like you're changing, you're making your mind believe it's real. That's the difference. That's why VR is so convincing, is because it's.
Is it that, or is it just hope that you're just happy? You're just happy to
Clinging
hear
on
their
to hope.
voice.
Yeah, but in a way though, I mean, hearing their voice is one thing. The whole VR thing though, you're dealing with something that shouldn't be dealt with. It's like,
Well, yeah, you're not letting it progress. Yeah, 100%.
You're not gonna get your closure.
Yeah.
That's how I
No.
feel.
Well,
and you never will,
But
as long as you do that.
But you're not a professional, so we can't self-diagnose. So.
Yes, we're not self
exactly. So let's leave this
Viking
morbid.
MD.
Let's leave this morbid topic. for
Hey,
something-
someone that I know self-diagnoses, he still sees a therapist. I'm just saying.
Well, let's
We
go
weren't
to
talking
something
about
a
what I
little
do.
more cheerful.
Talking about you,
Man,
ghost.
forced this out in everybody tonight.
Hell, man.
Let's do a topic a little more cheerful than this one.
Yes.
This
porn.
This
Death.
is Fork's
You porn?
favorite. No, let's talk about Anthem, the shitstorm from BioWare.
yeah.
Okay, I'm jumping on this. Okay, everyone knows. Huge Anthem fan. Spent a ton of money on the fucking game.
Nobody ever comes
No.
to my house.
The violin
So here's
music.
my thought.
Where's the violin music?
Here's my thought, okay? What I read when they released that statement was, hey, the code is so fucked in this game that we can't patch it. We can't do an expansion to fix it.
There's no.
So we're gonna put it on life support. By the way, we'll still release armor that you can buy, because hey, we still want your money. But we're gonna make a new game. A brand new game. Now, the only thing I didn't like about it is, to me, it's like, look, the people that have been playing, they know who's playing. Those are the people that should have said, hey, we're going to make a new game, but those of you that have stayed with us, you can get the game for free. Because to me, I'm like,
but I think that's going to be their bait and switch when they actually come close to releasing it. I think because
yeah, but to me, it's like they got to do that soon.
Wait,
Otherwise,
bait
anybody that is a
switch.
fan is
Look,
going to
everybody
drop.
that bought the game the first
Well-
time got the bait and switch. Like,
yeah,
if anybody that gets it to happen to them a second time, it's kind of their fault at that.
Billy,
Yeah, I
Billy
don't-
Eagle,
can't feel sorry for
I do love Anthem, but I've done everything in it. I have 3 max level javelins, and the fact that they basically said there's nothing else that's going to change in this game. The only thing we're doing is we're going to release the Cataclysm like it is, and we're going to release the strongholds that are already there and do the. It's like, so basically, I'm just going to be playing the exact
Yeah.
same thing I've been playing for a year.
Yep, rehash.
Nothing new. Now, mind you, I am more of a hardcore Anthem player. I've played a ton of it. I'm at max level. There's not many people like that. Some are still working on it. So, but yeah, to me, I uninstalled it the other day when I got home. I'm like, there's nothing to do. What's up, Brap?
On a much lighter note, because nobody gives a fuck about Anthem, thanks for the donation to Darge Night.
Darsh!
Yeah, thank you, Darge. And Darge says he's up with his son at 2 a.m. Thought I'd give
So,
the boys a listen. Hey,
Darge.
Appreciate it.
matter of fact, hit me up
thanks.
next time you're on Zombie Army.
Thanks for it, and thanks for exposing your boys to us.
Wait, no, don't say that.
That didn't even sound right.
That sounded
Totally
terrible.
wrong.
Fork,
You
don't
can't
ever
say it
say
that
that.
way.
No more talking.
Stop speaking.
Nothing.
But
I mean, I
how
am
do
who I am.
How do you guys think they're going to do this? You think they're going to kind of pull a Destiny? They're going to rework the game and then charge everybody for it again?
I
Actually,
think so.
I think
You
they're
should
gonna
just
do it.
Anthem too.
give the rights to Respawn and just walk away from it.
No, oh God, no, they're not.
Because
gonna
see, they
do it.
did do a few things right in the game, and I do bitch about Anthem, but I did like it. I played the hell out of it. I can't give Fork too hard of a time, other than the fact he was praising this shit like it was Betty White.
I enjoyed it, damn it.
But I mean, the flying was great. That was one of the first games where they actually had nailed flying. You said you overheated every few feet, but other than
Yeah,
that
that was
wasn't bad.
annoying.
Okay, so that's probably the dumbest part about the entire game.
Yeah,
The
Well,
I mean,
the whole point behind it
Iron
was
Man
the
doesn't
fact
overheat.
that- yeah, well, the whole point is basically they didn't want you. You'd have to land. You'd have to actually strategically do it. But the one thing in the article they did say is they are not going to change the flying. They're not going to change the gunplay. Both those things I always said I thought were solid. I thought the gunplay was solid. I thought the actual flying was solid. There was
the
just
flying was good, other than the fact, that
You had to stop every 5 feet.
Yeah,
Well,
the,
they
the
have-
overheating part is lame.
I also
bro.
like the
mean,
fact that you could drown. That was funny.
Yeah, and I mean, come on, if you're
I've only
that,
got so much air.
if you're living in an era where you have these javelin suits that fly everywhere, you've probably worked out a cooling system a little better than that at this point. I would hope.
Well,
But what
I mean-
have it?
They need to call Tony Stark up.
Oh,
if you
you'd
do
also
look
hope
at it,
that
though,
they'd
it
have
is
a
all- like if you
better
look at the jetpacks, they're all fire. It's not like it's some type of new light source like Tony Stark freaking brought out. So I mean,
Repulsor technology.
there's a lot of different things that like
So it's a
that's why I
Tesla.
think
No big
overall
deal. It's just it's
it's basically tough.
Basically, you're flying a Buick.
And the other thing is it a little bit too little, too late for Anthem?
there's a
It
pretty
can
good
be.
sized community, but I think the biggest thing is when it releases. I don't think there's going to be a bunch of people jumping on it. They're going to wait to see.
I think
And that's where I think we're going to get hurt.
somebody's
I think-
gonna get it.
they have to do
Or it's
exactly
gonna
what
buy
like
it.
No Man's Sky did.
Yeah, he's gonna
No
buy
Man's
it.
Sky came out. It was free.
Oh, Fork's totally gonna buy it.
So
Oh yeah,
I hate you.
Fork's going to totally buy it.
Yeah,
I hate
Yeah.
you all.
He'll be riding around in a
it's
white
just,
van.
just
that says
like how I
free
bought
Anthem on the
D2.
side.
Oh yeah. I
Okay,
mean,
first
I
of all,
bought
if you ride
D2.
around in a white van that says free Anthem, you're not going to get anybody in the damn thing, okay? No, the only thing that's going to happen
Free
is
candy.
you got to put like
And
free
Anthem.
Disneyland tickets, free candy. Fine.
Yep.
Anthem and candy.
Yeah, Anthem, candy, and Wi-Fi.
Free switches.
A free PS5.
So, are we done picking on Fork about Anthem now?
No.
Yeah.
No,
Never.
no.
Oh, I
Carry
know.
on.
For this
God,
hour.
I'm sure this shit's going to go on for years. Hey, Fork, remember when you bought Anthem? I hate you.
All right.
You're doing it at the retirement home.
All
Hey,
right.
Fork, you know what you and Canada have in common? What? You both have crappy anthems. Oh.
Okay. All right. Anyway, one thing I really hate about the media, and I know a lot of people here in the chat's going to agree,
Fake
is
news.
anybody even paying attention to these assholes at Forbes anymore?
No.
Wait a second.
God no.
I mean, every 2 days, these guys make a flip-flop article.
Isn't Forbes the ones that rank the rich people?
That's what I thought. Now they're supposedly into gaming,
That
which is kind of
one thing
weird.
they do.
But
Well, everybody thinks they're into gaming.
yeah, well, yeah. I mean, everybody that has Twitter thinks they're a professional developer or console creator.
Oh, it
But
does work.
the other after 2 days ago, after they had just posted a thing about the PS5 was going to defeat the Xbox, then they come out the very next within 48 hours. They put in a brand new one, says there is no console war because Xbox moved on and left PlayStation behind. What the fuck? I mean, come on, man. I mean, you
Clickbaiting.
pick your ground and stay there, okay? Or
Well, I mean,
stay in
think
your
about it.
lane.
if
Was
you
it the
throw
same
as
writer?
many articles as you can out there, people are going to click on them. So if you just change your topic every couple of days, you're going to get people clicking because they're like, oh, look.
And the funny part, I don't know who here follows Tim Dog. Tim actually called this dude out
Yeah, that was
on
hilarious,
Twitter,
man.
and the guy basically just said, "Yeah, we do that for clicks." But people,
I mean, at
take
least he
this
was
shit-
honest.
People take this shit seriously, and if you read this article, I mean, it is the biggest crock of horse shit ever, and it's just like so many people praise this stuff. It makes no
Wasn't
sense.
Forbes the one that had the problem with the Cuphead tutorial?
No, that was oh god, which one was it? Was it Forbes? I thought it was Kotaku or whatever you
Oh, I
call
thought it was Forbes.
Was it Forbes?
Was
He
it
couldn't get
Forbes?
past the
I think so.
tutorial
Oh.
for Cuphead, and he was trashing the game.
Oh yeah.
Half these assholes have never played a game in their life, but they're
Probably don't even have
all
consoles.
over media,
Yeah.
posting articles about games.
Hey, look, they went to college to write articles, not to play games.
And it blows me away. That would be like me sitting here telling Fork how to do his job, and then Fork telling me how to run my business. I mean, that makes no sense.
Well, I mean, I could do it better. I'm just saying.
And
Wow.
I agree, Dizzy. They can't cater to one side or the other, but I mean, it's just crazy the way they do these articles. I mean, one day it's, they're praising one, the next day they're trashing it, then it just flips the next day.
I mean, it's like what he said. They're doing it for clicks, and as long as they keep their traffic high on Google or whatever as far as clicks go, then when you Google something, they're going to be at the top. So, I mean, they're doing it because, advertisers are like, hey, we need to sell an Apple TV. Oh, well, we're Forbes. We have this much traffic to our channel. Oh, sweet. We'll pay you X amount of money to advertise now. So, I mean, there's sense behind it. To me, though, I think there's not enough honesty in media or some type of enforcement where it's like, okay, look, you can't just be throwing shit out there. But, I mean, if there was enforcement, we wouldn't have as many YouTubers, so...
That is true. That's very true. So, now let's carry that same over to our next topic. And I know you guys saw this one. Man, this is everything. Every gamer can agree on this. I don't give a damn if you're playing on the fucking Atari. It is impossible, devs explain, why big games always break at launch. It is impossible to make a game now that does not break on launch day.
Well, if you actually put the work in and just give it time to be good.
I mean,
Isn't that what testers are for?
This came from EA. Oh, I mean, this came from EA's, and they're saying, and they use Anthem as a huge example.
I wonder why.
Yeah, that 8-hour load screen that Fork sat through. Between the fragmented launch of Anthem, the surprise launch of Apex Legends, and the upcoming launch of Division 2, and they're saying 2019 was stacked with big online games, and none of them were trouble-free the day they released. They all had issues. And we've talked about that several times because...
Yes.
I've said it 100 times. The only game I've played this gen that was not broken on release was Death Stranding. Almost everything else had updates or had patches. I mean, Gears of War had to be, the patch broke it.
Well, I had never had any issues with Borderlands, but everyone on the X did.
I mean, but it also comes down to, Wilmy, we've talked about it on the channel here and there already about the fact that, how many games moved? How many games, Dying Light 2 said, hey, we're delaying the release date, and that's it. So, I mean, with all the heat all the games took last year for all the crap, it's not working, it's not doing this, I think a lot of companies are looking at that going, hey, we can't do this. We can't release a game that's not working and hope to patch it later and be good to go. We can't. We have to be, it has to be playing from day one, or we're going to get crap. We won't be able, and a lot of games are doing microtransactions now. If Wilmy buys the game and sells it a week later, they can't get microtransactions off you. So,
Right.
I mean...
And Dizzy, I know exactly what you're saying, dude, because my son's actually in the industry. Matter of fact, he is leaving next Friday, and he is moving to Orlando, Florida.
Bye, buddy.
So,
Yeah, I mean, Disney's nailed it. I mean, it costs more money, and unfortunately,
Oh, yeah,
$65 may not be covering it because there was a poll, and it might have been 3 years ago. It was a while ago. I know, I think it was Wilmy. Me and somebody were talking like a couple months ago about how there was an article that talked about games going up to $75, and there was a poll, and it got hammered. It was like, no,
game prices
people won't pay that.
Game prices haven't gone up in how many years?
I mean,
10?
Game prices
it's
have-
not longer.
But the microtransactions have been increasing.
Yeah,
Well-
but see, that's the thing, though. Game prices
That's-
haven't gone up, I would say, at least 10 years.
Right.
So if unfortunately we live in a capitalistic society where you have to pay for inflation, salaries, all that. Well, guess what? That means you have to get the money somewhere.
Yep.
If you're not going to get all the money from selling the game, you have to have another way. Also, guess what? Part of a capitalistic society is, hey, let's make as much money as we can, even if we sell 10 million copies. Because, hey, look at Fortnite. They make, $1 billion a week or something? I mean, as long as you have systems like that constantly making money, other people are going to want to cash in. And I'll admit, I'm one of the worst people at buying microtransactions.
No, you're
download
not.
a game.
No.
I haven't even played the fucking game, and I'm like, hey, I already got this. And Ghost one time, I kid you not, he was like, are you fucking serious? We don't know if we're playing this game. I'm like, yeah, but I'm red now.
Look at my redness.
Dude, it's ridiculous. It's beyond ridiculous.
It is bad.
They see
and
just
sometimes
I mean, I'll admit, I have a problem.
Some people don't get it, man, and there is a lot of people in the in social media that think they know how to make these games. I've watched my son. He went to Full Sail University. I've watched him and all the stuff he has to learn. I know how much went into his education. I've seen a lot of this stuff behind the scenes. It's not like you sit down at a PC. You get 100 guys and they spend a few hours. Putting all this stuff together and shipping it out. I mean, it takes millions of dollars to make some of these games now. Millions of dollars.
Red Dead Redemption, who's also, last I heard, was being investigated by the labor law because in an article they said that they were working up to 100 hours a week for the last 3 months prior to the game launching. There you go. Rockstar. They have, at least 100 people on that game, and they are working 100 hours a week. I mean... Yeah, that's a lot of man hours to get the game just up and running and going.
Yeah, and like Philly said, they spend billions of dollars just on research.
Yep.
Just to get people like Fork to spend money.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
Hoping for people like Fork.
No,
that's all they're
Fork's their whale.
You should hear the conversations with my wife when she sees the credit card bill.
Oh, we don't have to. We already know how that conversation's going.
That's just porn, dude, that you're downloading.
Well,
it's microtransactions.
She probably wishes it was.
Well, it probably is microtransactions. Anyway, you knew we were going there, right?
Yes.
But I mean, man, and people love to bitch and complain. I still see it, and I know it's not a popular opinion. If you don't want microtransactions, just don't buy them.
Yep.
But they're there for a
Is
reason.
it that
They help
easy?
support that game. It really, truly is. It's just that simple. If you don't want to buy them, don't buy them.
Yeah, I mean, people complain about microtransactions, but as long as people buy them, they'll always be there. Now, mind you, I can be blamed for that because I buy them, but I'm not the only person buying them. So, if Fortnite's making $1 billion a week or month or something, oh no, I'm at fault. But I mean, it's like, look, there's a ton of us to blame. So it's not just one person. It's not 10 people. It's the majority of the gaming community buys them.
Industry, just nobody realized.
It's mostly
What
Fork.
if does the porn industry have microtransactions?
No.
Yes.
No, but
What?
there's a lot of accounts on Twitter and.
So hold on. So there's a guy at work because we were talking about microtransactions. He's like, yeah, man, it's even in porn. I'm like, what? And apparently
You looked it up.
no. Trust me.
You
I'm like,
looked it up.
no,
So
dude, my
what
wife
does the
would kill me.
microtransaction
Hold on, so
do
You
for
can watch
porn?
cam girls that have instruments inserted inside them that you can pay money to click, and it causes it to go off.
Wow, we know what you're into now.
Wait.
Well, there's your microtransaction.
Wait, really?
He's like, what site?
Yeah,
is
so the
Yeah,
guy,
what site do I
he's
gotta
one of
go
those
to?
guys that you're like, he's like, I'm not married, I don't have a girlfriend. You're kind of standing there looking at him like, yeah, you're creepy as fuck, dude. You're like one of them people that should be locked up.
He's a fucking genius, though.
No. He's not the one that made it. Apparently, on some website, which I didn't want to know, I'm like, I don't need. You can watch cam girls,
You know,
and
just
they have a
say
little
so.
dot on their screen, and you click the dot, and the more you click it, the more points it uses. But the more you click it, the more vibration it causes. I'm like, what?
I'll be damned. Somebody fucking figured that
He
out. And was like,
Yep, he
gold
broke
mine.
his left click button.
Yeah.
Had to
My
zoom
screen
out.
don't work no more.
I'm not
And
buying
the
that
funny-
next fucking half
Rob,
mad at
I
violence, like him.
I don't know the link. I don't know this website.
That's awesome.
And the funny part is,
He
you know, a
does
lot
know
of
the
us,
website.
He'll
He's not
DM you
scared.
later.
a lot of us, like last Wednesday night after Zombie Army came out, I made the comment, you know, the servers were having issues for Zombie Army that we kept getting disconnected and booted from the game. Apparently, I take an L on that one because according to this article, a lot of people complain when games go down or slow to connect that it's automatically a server, and that's the biggest complaint these guys see on social media. Everybody bitching, well, why didn't they get more servers? They need more servers. And this guy's saying y'all need to shut up, basically, because it's not a server issue all the time. So
did he want to point that hate in another direction, or does he just want to realize that he's going to sit on top of it until he points the finger somewhere else?
that's about the size of it.
I mean,
like, people are going to be
is
like,
it-
"No, fuck that! It's a server issue, motherfucker."
That's what she said.
But
I mean,
he does
let's-
kind of retract a little bit. He goes back and he says, you know, sometimes it's a capacity issue instead, because they don't expect millions of players to hit that login button at the exact same time, and sometimes that is what happens.
That's also what she said.
And that to me, that sounds like a server sort of issue.
That still
It
comes
is a
down to being a
server
server issue, in my opinion.
They're not
So-
prepped for it.
So people that aren't all the way up on, like, you know, electronics and everything. So when you build a highway, if you only build it for 4 lanes and 8 lanes of traffic get on, that's
You're
still a
right.
server issue because you didn't
And
build
we
it.
now know what
Expert,
Fort's
though.
into on that
Fork at
too. So 8 lanes.
It's a good explanation though.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey,
the guy
look,
basically just
Look,
retracted.
you need
himself.
8 lanes of people getting on to click that left button, okay?
That's it. And yeah,
I mean-
he does sound like a politician born. He
I
really
mean, it does. It sounds like what people do even today. I'm not at fault. This
Yeah.
is. Deflect.
Exactly.
Deflect.
Yeah,
Deflect.
that's a huge.
Because by the time they figure it out, it's probably already fixed, and now you don't have to worry about it because I deflected long enough. I did my job. I'm PR. I'm PR.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
But
That's impressive.
yeah, in happier news,
Fuck
Borderlands
yeah,
3,
that's scary.
Borderlands 3, if you're not tired of Borderlands yet, gets a level cap increase.
What game's that?
Nice.
Leo be so happy.
Leo,
Yeah,
you-
Leo's
you-
getting his fucking legendaries.
You do not need to play. I think you're banned from Borderlands 3.
Fucking bullshit. I killed.
The only motherfucker I
Dude,
know ever.
what is his luck on? 100
could-
fucking percent?
Dude, he
could kick a
logged on
rock.
for 15 minutes and got 27 legendaries. Figure that out.
28.
Sorry.
Yeah,
15,
sorry.
50, that's almost 2
Weird.
legendaries a minute. He logged in and the game said, Leo's back. Ah! Ah!
The only person in the world that can walk and get legendaries. I mean,
Yeah,
that's,
I mean,
he
they
just
did have
logs
it.
in.
Look, if you haven't played
It's
with
a
the
bizarre
guy,
thing.
it's annoying as shit. You're playing and we'll kick over a can. He's like, "Ooh, a legendary!" And me and Ghost are like, "It's like $5. How'd you get a legendary?" And it's not like shitty legendaries either, where it's like, "Oh, I'm gonna sell it." He's like, "Oh, it's an upgrade. Oh, it's an upgrade." And we're like, "No wonder why your guy's so
every
badass."
fucking time, too. It's-
But don't get
Yeah,
too
every-
excited. Don't get too excited because the level cap's only going from 50 to 53.
Oh, way to go, Leo.
But they're going to add the ability to skip all in-game cutscenes. and
That's the
you
best part right there.
Yeah,
The
I kind of
best
agree on
part.
that one. And you can
Oh.
opt in
Can't
or
wait.
opt out for seasonal events, starting with the first Broken Hearts Day.
Yep.
You can
So I just need to
disable
know,
Guardian
anybody-
rank perks and
So-
more.
As soon as you
Anybody
log
that
in,
has an Xbox One X, are you able to play it, or does it still make noise and kill yours? I just need to know.
Yeah, I'm not turning mine on.
Don't
Did they
worry
ever-
Got
did they
about
ever fix
it.
that?
Turn it on for it.
It
You'll
was
be
never
fine.
like a
They
test
never
or anything.
acknowledged it.
Yeah.
yeah, there was no acknowledgement at all.
I
of
got
it.
lucky.
it was just
It did shut my console down a couple of times when I played it. But
See, I mean, I didn't know it was
Mine's
overheating my
like
console. I just
15
kept turning it back
fucking
on. Come on, let's keep playing.
Yeah, it was strange. I never had a game actually shut down my Xbox before. This one actually did.
Did
Oh,
not
dude,
make
I
my
thought I was gonna
Xbox
lose.
shut
I
down.
thought I was gonna lose my console in the Metro Exodus.
Damn Xbox. Anyway.
Fucking Xbox.
And it says the
No
February
Xbox
update.
in the chat.
Yeah, that Xbot too. But the February
Battletoads.
update also makes a few
The real
adjustments to
Xbot,
the
please
True
stand up.
Takedown. So they're going to change a few things for the Guardians, the difficulty challenges, all that stuff. Basically, they're saying, Xbox beat me to it. Basically, what Borderlands 3 is saying, Doom Eternal's getting ready to drop here in a few weeks.
Fuck yes.
Nobody is going to play Borderlands 3 anymore. It didn't have the same flair and the fun, as the other two games. So this is their way of saying, please, Leo, come back. We'll throw legendaries at your feet again.
I can't. Doomslayer's calling my name.
See, that's the same problem I'm having. Even if they are adding a Mayhem 2.0.
Come blow up demons and angels and play with new toys.
Level caps up to only 3 is not that much. I mean,
Not
that's
really at all.
I mean, you're gonna run
No.
that doesn't say, "Hey, come play."
I could level that up easily. And
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah,
say
you can-
20.
Leo,
Level
let's
up
be honest.
20.
You'll log in and Borderlands will be like, we leveled
Oh
you
yeah,
up.
just
Don't
give
worry
it to
about
him. Oh yeah.
There's no need to level up. Go ahead. Have fun.
Fine.
But yeah, that's how it's going to work for Leo.
Oh, they
That's the
added
shitty
something
part.
else new. They made it so that you can go in with 4-player difficulty on your own. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the Mayhem 2.0.
Yeah.
No, it's different. You go in on
Oh,
Mayhem
God.
4, plus you get the
Battletoads.
4-player difficulty on top of that.
Nice.
Battletoads gonna be amazing.
So you can do it solo instead of have
Waving
to have
that
a whole full
flag,
party.
Xbox. Wave it proud.
Xbox just waiting for me to say, nobody cares about Battletoads. That's all. There you go, Xbox. I said it for you.
I was ready for that one.
Who am I kidding? I'm gonna play it.
I will too. 'cause
Well,
it'll
of
be-
course you
a
are.
lot of
Wait a minute,
people
wait a minute,
It's an Xbox game.
You
I'll
wouldn't buy
play
it.
it. I'll play it because it'll be in Game Pass.
Right?
Funny.
Boom.
Why
You know
would
what's funny is that
Huh.
the people that hate on it advertise it more than the people that actually want to play it.
Dude, that's the way
Which
everything
actually-
works. Where you
which
been,
actually-
baby?
Yeah.
Which actually
It's
works out
clickbaiting.
because they feed into to anybody that's following them that may just be following them only because they only have that one particular console or whatever. And then they're actually telling them about this other thing that has a software that built into it that gives them a ton of games, and they may even go buy it themselves. So it's
Well, it's
actually
gonna
free advertisement.
be a beat 'em up, isn't it?
Well, yeah,
What?
pretty much.
Okay, I'll play it then. I like beat 'em ups.
Oh yeah, it's,
Can't wait for
And-
the new Streets of Rage. Oh,
Yeah,
it's gonna be so
oh, man.
awesome.
And does anybody really care
remember
how
that back on
much?
Sega back in the
Oh yeah.
Does anybody give a shit about how much Sony paid for Insomniac?
No.
they
Is it- is it
doesn't
really-
change
$29
anything
million
in my-
there.
Leave that
Top
for the other podcast.
Yeah, I really didn't
Has-
care.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, cool, they've spent money on a team that they should have. Awesome,
Yeah, hey, I'm a huge Insomniac fan.
absolutely.
I don't care who
So,
the fuck
good.
owns them.
Same here. I'm up all night.
I'm still playing their games. I don't care where
I'm
they
with
go.
you, Leo.
But let's talk about one thing, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see this year at the end of the season when the new Xbox comes out. Halo Infinite's new game engine lays groundwork for future Halo installments. And since Obi is our resident Xbot, Obi,
Huh?
why don't you take this one, sir?
The engine? Oh, I just know that they're gonna use the assets to make other games like a Halo Wars. Was it 3 now? And they're gonna use. I just know they're gonna use that engine for other Halo games, just besides the main.
Were you not just at 343
Anyone?
Studios?
Yeah, but you're not. You don't ask questions like that. You
They
ask
don't- they
about
don't- they
what
don't-
was your favorite game. What was what you know? What was your
didn't-
favorite memory?
They didn't slide you anything and go, here, man, just don't say nothing. You know, they didn't tell
Go
you.
say
any
something.
info.
Ruin. If I want to keep my info coming, I ain't gonna say shit.
So that's all you're going to say about it.
I'll-
Okay.
I'll
Wow,
DM
that's a
you it.
lot of games.
That's all he's going to say about it. The biggest Xbot on the panel, and he's not going to say
Wait, hold
anything.
on. You got Obi not to say anything?
I know, that's weird. Damn, I'm
All
scared.
right.
Wow.
See, I
Let me
got
look
a
around.
dentist
If my
appointment. I got
house
a
on
dentist
fire-
appointment to go to right now. I gotta go get my teeth
It's-
cleaned.
Dental
Wow.
appointment. Going like a hooker on the
Damn.
side of the
That was
street. It's
the
like 8
first.
o'clock at
I'm
night.
not touching that one. Okay. But Halo franchise director Frank O'Connor said in a video that the Slipspace engine was designed for next-gen game development. and it will be much easier to work with. And I don't know about anybody else. I have not really been into Halo since 3, so I've got a lot of high hopes for this one.
I
especially
like
after
the
seeing-
mech
Four.
in 3.
Didn't we
I
play
think it was
four?
3,
We played
wasn't it?
four.
Or no, that was 4.
No.
They
played
have
four.
from what I understand, they have a lot of hope for the next Halo installment that it's playable.
Well, of course I have hope for it.
Yeah. What
No,
Xbox?
it's
Doesn't have
playable and it's on schedule, and
No way.
so that's about
Why
it.
am I laughing? Okay.
I don't know. Why are you laughing?
Here we go.
I mean,
Come on,
okay.
Xbox.
Come on,
It's-
Pony.
No. This is just for any game in general. Just for, I mean, it's kind of like the politics thing. It's like you have to have your certain answers to certain things. Like, we just want it to be on time. We want it to work. Of course you do. So do we. We're the ones paying for the shit. I mean, we're the ones gonna help you not lose your job. So yeah, we do too. So it's like that's the kind of answers we could care less about. Like that just makes it seem like you are unsure that it's gonna work. Like don't say that you hope it works. They'll say, yeah, it's gonna work. It's working great. We're seeing great things with like give me more positive vibes. Like come on, throw more positive vibes out of the work that you've put into many years to get something that gives me a product that I know that I could be confident with. Because like if you think about
Wait,
Anthem,
is this what like or is this from what I said? Because what he said exactly what you said. I was just not having enthusiasm about it because I'm sitting here like picking at something real quick.
oh well, it definitely sounded like it was,
Picking
They-
that
no, he said, okay, if you want it more word for word, he said, hey, we had a
fuck's
meeting,
sake.
a company-wide meeting, and he says, everything is completely on schedule for the launch. I've gotten to actually play some of the game. I really think as Halo fans that all of you guys are really going to enjoy this. I mean, this is something really special that we're doing with this one. It's totally new. I really hope you guys enjoy this.
oh, okay.
But wouldn't Halo
I'll
fans
respect
hate it if it was totally new?
Yeah, it can't be totally new.
And well,
That's-
Doom was or
that's
not
the
Doom.
problem.
God of War was totally new, and look at that.
That's PlayStation. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's PlayStation, Xbox. Come on.
Yeah, come on. OBX1.
Because same old shit.
I mean, I again,
Same old
yeah,
shit. Don't do nothing new.
Definitely want,
Same old
we,
shit. Don't do
we
nothing
definitely
new.
want Halo to do well. It's just going to be, what direction do they take it in? Are they going to?
I honestly don't care.
I did tell them that my most anticipated game is Hellblade 2, though.
And then they kicked you out of their office, right?
They're like, nope.
No, then I got to hold a actual Hammer of Dawn.
Nice.
I
So is
attempt
that
to.
what the guy called it? Was his Hammer of Dawn, or was it?
Okay. All right. Signing off, man.
Is that Hammer of Dawn from Gears?
You missed the whole reference there, but that's alright.
That's cool.
Hold this hammer of Dawn. Don't worry. You'll feel inspired in a
Hold that
minute.
Hammer of Dawn. Yeah, you know what I meant.
Put it right next to your mouth. Yep, to get that picture.
You want that
Turn that bitch on.
Don't worry. There's an achievement at the end.
This guy
Just
play more
wait.
Xbox than I do,
I
so
promise.
don't let it go to your head.
I'm all PC. I don't know what you're talking about. All PC.
Yeah. We're still supporting Microsoft, bitch.
Damn.
We're going to change Obi's name next week to
Not it.
OBX1.
You know,
OBX1.
actually,
Hey, I'm actually
Like it.
I've been debating on whether or not to change my name lately. So any non-stupid ideas? Go ahead.
I just gave you a great idea.
That's a great
Yeah,
idea.
seriously, I actually like that.
See?
Um,
You
but then
thought
I-
it was being
you know-
sarcastic and being an asshole. I really thought it worked.
No. That's why
but
I
he
said
was.
that.
That's
Damn
the best
Jersey
part.
I liked
asshole.
that one, but then as soon as I would say, "Give me ideas," I could just hear all the stupid names coming out of Fork and Ghost and Viking's mouth.
Obi-Wan.
So
What?
I had to
Obi-Wan.
put a little disclaimer.
Zonker,
Obi-Wan.
Oh,
Xbox.
Zonker
That's so
told me
awesome.
you should change your name to, what was it? What was it Zonker said you should change your name to?
No, I'm
Obi-Wan
surprised you had
slop on
time.
the naughty.
Oh, you guys were talking together on PC, weren't you?
Yeah.
Oh my god, they talked on PC.
People talk.
Yeah, a lot of us podcasters talk to each other. It's weird and crazy. I know it's weird.
I thought y'all hated each other.
Weird.
All right,
It's like they don't
anyway.
think that we all communicate with each other.
Yeah, I know.
Next.
Except Fork, we all just kind of like, we don't talk to him all week until Wednesday nights because we're kind of have to. All right,
This is
anyway.
very true.
This was an interesting little article about, and if you downloaded the update for Modern Warfare last night, you guys already know where this shit's going. Because man, I have 1 gig internet. That shit still took 3 hours and 45 minutes on my
Oh
console.
hell, it took me longer because I was having issues last night.
Man, I have never. And the bad part, I had 4 other games that had to update after Call of Duty. They completely updated in a matter of minutes. One of them was Horizon 4. I don't even remember. The other one was Darksiders Genesis because it comes out on Friday. And I had 2 more, and they were done in a couple of minutes. And that shit took 3 hours and 45 minutes.
Oh hell, I forgot about Darksiders.
Yeah, Friday, baby. But the Xbox Series X download sizes could shrink with AI tech that works scarily well.
Scarily.
And the article starts off as resolutions rise and games get bigger, not in the more to explore sense, but in the more to download sense. New technology in the works at Microsoft could reverse that trend with the X. So, and have you guys ever heard of Microsoft GameStack?
No.
Game snacks? No, man.
Snacks.
Doritos? Mountain Dew?
But they're saying this is going to have a big impact on the way your games work next gen.
Like they're going to slip us steroids or something?
It just says one attendee mentioned how many fans are using AI to automatically sharpen fuzzy textures in older games. And they're just saying this is going to make downloads smaller and faster. So I guess we'll see. But anybody think the PlayStation is going to have something similar?
Oh, yeah.
I would assume so, yes.
Well, they were already... Isn't that the first thing they showed about the PS5 was the loading and everything? So they're probably working on that, too.
Yeah, I guess that's what this is about. But it says it'll work for more photorealistic styles because it'll be adding tons of data and it'll just be a lot quicker downloads and no loading times.
I mean, it'd be nice. I mean, we'll see. We'll see if they can be fully implemented. I mean, I hope it is. I mean, I think it's bold. I think it's definitely bold for them to come out and say, like, it's going to be almost getting rid of your load times and your download speed's going to be quicker so you're going to be able to get into the game faster. I hope that's the case. Because crap, like you said, I mean, a 70 gig file, it took forever.
Blue on blue, you piece of shit.
What?
See? Exactly.
My teammate shot me and the other dude that was shooting the enemy. Fucking douchebag, piece of shit, motherfucker.
Nice. Tells how you really feel, guys. But anyway, now, since a lot of us here are actually invested into E3 2020, did anybody see because the Nintendo thing, somebody was claiming that Nintendo was not going to show up at E3, but then Nintendo came out.
They actually are.
I
saw some bullshit or somebody saying they weren't, and they was like, no, they'll be there.
Yeah, well, Nintendo is going to be at E3, but guess who's not going to be?
PlayStation?
PlayStation.
Just Jeff.
Douchebag Nike.
Atari?
Well, no, Atari's too busy building their motel.
Wendy said they won't be there, so.
Yep. And does anybody care that Jeff's not going to be there?
No.
Jeff?
No.
I mean, my thing is he's a host. He's done well for gaming. All the stuff he's done with the huge success that is the Game Awards and all that. So cool. That's awesome. He can keep on doing that. He doesn't have to host anything at E3 anymore. I mean, it's fine. He's not a studio. You know, I'd be more worried if they said for like, I don't know, just put it out there like EA is no longer going to show any of their stuff around E3. Like they're just not going to show it.
But do you guys think this will be the last year for E3?
No,
not as long as Xbox keeps going.
I think Xbox, they're going to be like, no, you guys like this because fucking you guys like this.
I still don't think it's all on Xbox because I mean, still to them, they're still not inside E3. Like they
got
have
their own theater.
Yeah, they have their own theater and everything. To me, it's not necessarily just if Microsoft goes that E3 will still be there. Like I think, or they'll close down if Xbox leaves. It's just it just depends on all these other companies start pulling out. Like if all these indie devs just decide, yeah, we just don't need to spend the money or whatever. If you start seeing that start declining more, okay, then
I've got
then
balls of
that
steel.
could be the biggest thing. Like seeing a host like Jeff saying bye, okay, well, whatever, cool.
He's going to suck Sony's dick. Who gives a shit?
Well, I mean, whatever.
I was waiting for somebody to actually make that comment.
Like, fuck, for fuck's sake, you could tiptoe around it all night, but fucking, he's sucking some Sony dick, and that's cool, man. Do your thing, suck your dick, fuck, make your meal.
I'm surprised Obi didn't beat you to it, to be honest. I was waiting for Obi to say that.
My mic was muted. My bad.
All right, Obi, go ahead and say what you were going to say then, because we knew you were going to say it.
Xbox got no games.
Okay, that wasn't it. But okay.
All right.
But does anybody actually give a shit whatsoever?
Oh, nobody gives a shit who's hosting it or what. Nobody. You don't go there, or nobody's gonna watch E3 to watch that hard fucking talk.
No, the biggest thing was Sony not being there. Yes, that sucked. I don't care what anybody says. It sucks.
Oh, I'm still because I'm sorry, man. I'm getting a PS5 day one. I really wanted to see the PS5 at E3. I really did.
It would have been cool. It would have been cool.
I wanted to see it too.
Because, I really want my PS5, and it's going to sit right next to my Xbox Series X. But sadly, we don't get to see it at E3.
Yep.
And that does suck. But it's okay, I guess.
Because I'm just definitely very curious of, like, they are going to announce it at a non fans, like completely just do it at an event that has no fans in it, and so it's just going to be just a business talk like your PS5 and be done. Like that kind of sucks to me. It kind of takes the excitement out of it, I think. I mean, for me, that's just me.
Yeah, I was really hoping to see everything at E3, but I don't get to throw bags of shit at Jeff now.
I think at the end of the day, we're going to start seeing more and more companies pull out, but I think for the most part,
that's what she wants you to do.
Yeah, I think for the most part, E3 is its own private entity. If they want to stay alive and relevant, they're going to have to keep people coming there, which means they're going to have stuff there.
I think with last year with that data leak, I think that really hurt them too, though.
That hurt. Oh, that hurt a lot. That's why a lot of the big people I think that probably is another reason why.
J-Mo said it'd be a Sony taco truck across the street.
I did see somebody post something that had like a Sony truck that had of course somebody mocked up a PS5 on it, but I think it was like a PS4 truck that gets a mobile gaming unit or something like that. Which I think is kind of cool, but then they were showing it outside of E3, of course. So.
And speaking of Sony, before we had our fake fight when we came on air, did anybody... That little video that PlayStation released today, that was awesome as hell, and I really thought that was for a new game coming out, man. I was all excited.
I thought it was neat. I was trying to figure out what was it advertising.
It's advertising the PS4.
Yeah, it was just advertising the PS4.
That's great. The PS4's been out.
That doesn't matter.
They're still trying to
think they're not.
That's like fucking Taco Bell saying, "Hey, we make tacos." Great.
Well, yeah, they do, and they always do.
They make American version of tacos.
But you gotta think, PlayStation right now isn't focused on letting everybody know about the PS5. They're
doing a very good job of that, by the way.
Yeah, no, exactly. But it's still on everybody's mind.
Wait a minute,
they have a lot of games coming out that are huge for the PS4 right now. So.
Do you think it's not the fact that they're not releasing info? It's the simple fact that Phil dropped the bomb and showed the Xbox really soon compared to...
I think so. I think it forced their hand, the fact of, we all know that there's a prototype out that it looks like a pizza oven.
Bad time for World War II reference.
I really think that's the thing, because normally we don't hear about new consoles until E3.
That's very true.
And when Phil Spencer walked out, and showed the new Xbox during the Video Game Awards, I think, we got some info about the Xbox, so people are just automatically saying, well, why is Sony not showing anything? And really, it's kind of early. They don't show anything until later in the year. So,
I mean, well, it's like the whole thing where somebody announced that PlayStation's waiting to release its price until Xbox does. What if Xbox is doing the same thing? What if Xbox is like, hey, we're going to be cheaper. We'll wait for them to play their hand because we can wait.
Xbox doesn't care what they do.
yeah, I don't really think they care either. And you can ask the
They
Xbox.
really do not care. They don't. Their motto is don't focus on the competition, focus on the customer.
Yeah.
But Sony's just as invested in the console war as their fan base is, so.
And Nintendo is going around suing everybody, going, "We're going to fuck all of you anyway, so it doesn't matter."
Well, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Gotta make your money somehow.
No, they're doing it too. What's up, Ghost?
No,
9?
I thought
10.
no.
11?
All right. Anyway,
What?
and I did find an interesting.
14!
I saw a little article.
25.
The answer to life is 42.
No, it's not.
But Sony patents a feature that lets players buy hints if you're stuck in a game. Did you guys see this one?
Yes, I did. Like, are you fucking kidding me with this? Like, fucking.
I'm gonna buy that bitch out. I mean, that sucks. That is horrible.
I mean,
People not use Google?
that's what I mean. Hey, I'll be the first to admit, man. I play some pretty crazy games. There are spots I get stuck, and Google's my go-to. Google or YouTube.
Right? Like, that's why I just didn't understand when I was like, people going to pay for that? Or was phone
I mean, last time I checked,
like, what fucking country are we
Yeah.
living in here?
I mean, last time I checked, it's like
poor people
YouTube is free, and Google is free, and there's a shit ton of people out there that actually, make money off YouTube, making guides and walkthroughs, and they try to do as quickly as they can so they can make money off you.
Wait, you can't say poor people. How does that even make sense? If you got the fucking internet going to your house to play the PlayStation or whatever the fuck, then you got the fucking internet. So fucking the microtransactions are a completely like scam that anybody that pays for is just a fucking moron. Congratulations, you fisted your own ass.
That's what we look at. But now it's saying they filed a patent to do this, so I don't know how much faith I would put into it, but they're a lot.
Mind you, how many patents are filed and that never actually see the light of day?
That's
just
true.
because once you file the patent, you actually own it for, I think it's like 10 years, and nobody can touch it.
Yeah, and I mean, wasn't there a thing last year they had already filed patents for the PS6, 7, 8, and 9?
Yeah.
No, they didn't file one for the 9. They skipped 9 and went to 10, just like iPhone did.
Yeah, I mean,
And
makes no
Windows
sense.
did too for some reason. 9 must not be a good number with electronics.
Well, 9 in German means no.
That's true. That is true.
And I guess they're going to skip over 13 also. That's just bad luck.
Maybe.
I mean, why not? I mean, just...
Okay.
And Philly, you got a good point, man. You will no longer be the local hero. So you're going to pay to figure that shit out now.
Well, I mean, here's my thing. Who's providing the hints? Are the game developers actually put it in the system to where they can do that? And if that's the case, there's people that all they do is mine data out of games. You don't think they're not going to be able to mine that shit out? Be like, hey, here are all the fucking hints. Free. So,
Well,
I mean, if it has to be hooked up to the internet, once again, Google, YouTube, both those are free.
What they're claiming is this will take player data, which kind of like you just said, and they will be able to tell where you are, how you're stuck, and all that great stuff. And for enough money, they will drop hints or help you get out of that area.
So
Dude, watch it
basically,
be-
they open
watch
up
it
the
be
tech
like-
support system and
Yeah.
using microtransactions, they're going to make another billion. Got it.
I mean, it's going to be like, what game is it that... it was single... Oh, man.
And they're saying if somebody asks it how to defeat a boss, for example, the PlayStation will inform its user on the most frequently used method to win.
Oh, so wait a second. So it's not going by, hey, Ghost made the game, this is how you beat the boss. It's going to go by, well, the 50 other people beat it this way, so here's the way. YouTube.
That's what this is saying, so I don't know.
I mean, you know what? Hey, that is one thing I will not be buying because I know how to use Google.
Oh yeah, we
You
know you know how
bought
to
you
use
bought
Google.
Fallout 76, servers, so
Okay, you know what? I
Google
bought
Pornhub,
it to
yes.
find out because
Nice.
I was doing it for friends.
Was renting. You didn't-
But now let's
Plays-
Microtransactions.
let's don't throw Sony under the bus because Stadia is saying the same thing.
Oh fuck!
They're
Here goes
prob-
Fork again.
Stadia's several missing, broken, or incomplete features at this time. But yeah, Stadia is also claiming they were going to implement this as well.
Of course they were.
So,
Because,
yeah.
I mean, the 5 people that play the Stadia, they'll be like, oh, hey, this 4 people beat it. Yes.
Yeah, and that's the only 4 people playing on Stadia. Ba-doom.
So what other 4 people are there, Fork?
Mooch, and I can't divulge the other 3.
Okay.
It's a whole
You
secret
knew all of
society.
them.
They got the code things. Don't worry.
Freelance, that just shows how old you are, bro, if you remember Ask Jeeves.
Man, wow.
There you go,
Ask Jeeves is pretty old.
Way to throw that out there.
Not to
Awesome.
mention, that shit didn't work either. Dealer, what's up, man?
Man,
You missed the fun at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, you missed the fun at the beginning of the show, dude.
Fork was
I mean-
wrong.
Although I think
mean-
Dizzy kind of saw through the bullshit, but a couple other people did too. But it was still fun to do. We called
It was
Obi
fun.
an X-bot.
We're still
Oh,
calling
we've
him
been
an
calling him
Xbox.
that all night. Yeah, that hasn't stopped.
That hasn't changed at all.
Well, if a duck quacks,
That's it. If it
Then
barks like a duck,
it's
quacks like a
a
duck,
pull
it's
it
a
over
fucking
the
rabbit.
Jedi.
That's it. Let's see. Do we have anything else we could go over really quick? And other than, we've already covered the deal with Samsung and Xbox. So
oh, you guys are.
Oh, by the way, if you
more
haven't
Xbox than I do.
yet, sign up for
Whatever,
iPhone
Obi.
because pretty much everybody that signed up quickly got in. Me, Ghost, Wilmy got in.
got in.
Someone else that I know got
You
in.
didn't get Wilmy on Stadia. Don't lie.
no. He's talking about on XCloud.
Game
On your
Pass.
iPhone.
XCloud.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were trying to
Pull your
tell
forehead
me.
out of your ears and listen.
Oh.
Let's go back to this one real quick with Samsung. Do you think there may be? I've got a house full of Samsung TVs. You guys think
Yes,
maybe
sir.
they'll make a app for the TVs?
Yep.
Yes,
God, I
yes,
hope
it could
so.
happen.
it makes
Because
sense.
when I downloaded my stuff for XCloud, it said I can use it on my phone and on my Apple TV.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, your Apple TV.
Apple
Yeah.
TV.
So you can
Totally.
download the app for the Apple TV, and then you can play XCloud on your Apple TV. So I can
Can't
play.
have an Xbox
I can play
and an
XCloud
Apple
on my
fucking product.
120-inch screen until my wife says go away.
Well, your wife's been telling you to go away for how many
Yeah,
years?
you just haven't left.
Look, what happens in therapy, and I tell you guys, needs to stay in therapy, okay?
This
I'm
is
supposed to
crazy.
have a
What are you
support
talking
group
about?
outside of therapy.
Yes, I eventually think that you'll be able to play XCloud on your Samsung fridge, microwave, dishwasher.
Oh dear God, it's
TV,
becoming,
Ooh,
it's
that's
washer,
becoming
dryer.
Skyrim.
Well, I mean,
It'll
there's
be
already
hilarious.
there's already a Steam link on Samsung television. So,
Yes.
see, I agree with Philly. I think XCloud is going to be pretty much everywhere you want it to be. It's going to be like Visa.
It has all the content
right.
with it.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, it really
In your own home with your own 5G signal, it's perfect. I mean, it's flawless.
Yeah, what I did love is when I downloaded the XCloud, it said it works best with a 5G signal. Well, that's a little impossible with iPhone right now, but sure, why not?
I got Verizon. They don't have 5G here yet. So,
I don't think
If
Apple
you have
has.
your in home, like if you're
In home.
Yeah.
Oh, you fuck.
in home Wi-Fi for.
Oh, you know what?
5G,
You're right. I read that wrong. I thought it meant 5 LTE because I was kind of like, that's not out yet for
Yeah.
iPhone.
yeah, I'm
Yeah, I
good
mean,
to go. I'm good
it
to
works.
go in my
Yeah.
house. That's not an issue.
house,
I just can't.
it's flawless. If your Xbox is hardwired, even to do console streaming. Surprisingly, console streaming works just as good as XCloud if you're out and about.
Yeah, I haven't tried it yet because, like I said, I just got the invite as soon as we started the podcast, so I haven't had a chance to do it yet.
I got the invite at work and was already told no.
I got it from my wife's phone, and she's over the moon excited about it.
And Distracted, I agree, man. Samsung does not have Dolby Vision. I'm not really sure why, but maybe that's something they'll bring in at some point. Hopefully. We can hope. But
A new phone, the S20. God damn.
That looks amazing.
don't trust Obi. He's an Xbot. Don't feel bad, JMO. I was Twister says I'm a closet Xbot. So it is what it is, man. I'm just a gamer, so just like everybody on the panel except Obi. we already know Obi's an Xbot, but it's all good. We love him.
I'm just too broke to get anything else, buddy.
We love him anyway. But on that
Hey,
note,
no.
guys,
Here, I'll hold on to this. I play Call of Duty Mobile. Suck it. I'm a mobile gamer. Also,
Weren't you the one the other day that said all mobile gamers need to die?
no,
that was
I think that was
Oh.
somebody
That was
else.
Wilmy.
Oh.
No,
That was Wilmy.
I can spread that rumor. I have no problem doing that.
I think that was somebody else on Twitter a few days ago. That was actually going at
Yeah,
somebody
see.
else that was in this chat just a few moments ago.
Dude, honestly,
Stalker, how many
mobile
times I
gaming-
tried to get him to-
I find it hilarious how many people hate on mobile gaming, and it's just like, hey, guess what? It's like every other gaming. Game what you want. Who cares where it's at? Enjoy it.
But the bad
It's like
part,
masturbating.
mobile
Enjoy
gamers,
where you masturbate.
I invited the guys
Where it's at,
to
yeah, all that good
do
stuff.
some
Masturbate
Call of Duty
where you
Mobile with
want.
me like 1 or 2 times, and I heard about it for months afterwards.
but you know
Oh,
the bad
no,
part,
go-
man,
go play
mobile
mobile
gamers, mobile gamers outnumber us by a large percentage.
Oh yeah.
Large.
See, I'm wondering how they tally that. I mean, they tally Xbox and PlayStation by, how many were bought and then how many accounts were created and all that. Okay, that's how they track that. How do they track mobile gamers? Like, you downloaded Clash
You
of Clans and
download
played
it.
once?
Play it once, yeah, and they count it as that, yeah.
But it doesn't matter. They spend way more money than all the consoles combined.
Yep.
Oh yes, they do.
I mean, look at
They're
Candy Crush,
microtransactions.
Candy
And so
Crush
So
billions.
the xCloud for transactions, match made in heaven.
I got half that.
Yeah, I think you
All
cut
I heard
out.
was match made in heaven.
I heard masturbating.
You always hear
you need to go
masturbating
fucking
for-
rub and tug.
Fast computer about to go out the window. It's all good.
What was that, Obi? Something about going out the window? What? You're gonna jump? Don't do it, Obi. It's okay.
don't take Mikey's word for that. He's being sarcastic.
I was gonna. I'm gonna throw this laptop out the window and then find a way at the podcast later.
But anyway, on that note, we are going to start our outros. And for everybody that's in the chat now that missed it when we did it at the beginning, we will end this show with that awesome outro that was made, that intro that was made for me by Graphic God, the one, the only. So let's start with Viking's Funeral. Viking, tell everybody where they can find you, dude.
You can find me on
Mom's
Xbox.
Closet.
Yep, and bonus. Yes, of course. And with Fork, because I'm gonna
Yeah,
try
right.
to be in his goddamn closet.
By the way, I
I'll
invited him. He will be hanging out at E3 in my closet. Just in case anybody's wondering.
Someone's got
It's
a
only
new
because no other friend will do it, so I will do it. I will take the sacrifice. I
I
will.
was gonna say I don't think anybody was ever asked.
He's like,
but okay.
Now, Viking, remember,
You speak for yourself.
you
Nobody
always have
asked
to
me
have
shit.
that bro that takes one for the team. So you're really taking one for the team on
Yep,
this.
I'm taking one for the team.
You are taking
Yep.
one for the team, dude.
Well, there's enough whiskey. I won't feel a thing. I figure he's really
Well,
one
that's
way to
what his
look at
wife
it.
says too. So.
4 kids later. You guys can find me on Xbox playing Destiny, trying to get through Crimson Days. And that's pretty much what I got. And more whiskey.
All right.
This is Wilmy Hood says mobile gaming is awesome. She's damn right.
Oh, dude. Yeah. My wife's all about some mobile gaming. Trust me.
True,
Yeah, iPad, iPhone. Yeah. oh,
Clash
yeah.
of Clans account.
I don't think she plays
Don't worry
that
about
one.
it. Don't worry about it, Ford.
Yeah, I don't think she plays that one. But
Clash
Hire
Royale.
Katie on Call of Duty Mobile than Fort.
she's actually played Call of Duty Mobile, and I'm gonna tell you one.
I don't
person-
play Call of Duty Mobile.
My
I don't think I've ever
son-in-law.
played that.
My son-in-law plays the hell out of Call of Duty Mobile.
Actually,
Hey,
not
Forza's
bad,
coming out Forza
dude.
Street.
I can't do it. Not on my phone. I just.
I
can't.
played Blades. That was pretty fun.
I can't.
If you get used to the controls, but now that they have controller support, it's pretty legit.
I just look at it this way. Why do I want to look at my iPhone when I've got televisions and monitors and all this?
Because when you're sitting in the car and you're driving,
when I'm sitting in the car, motherfucker,
Lane's over there driving and playing COD.
Let's back this truck up. While you're driving?
Keep it interesting, Fork. That's what it's all about. Keeping it interesting.
No, officer. I didn't see the pedestrian that I ran over, but I got a 3.4 KDR, bitch.
But I did slide that asshole over there in the window.
That motherfucker's dead now, isn't he? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, he is dead.
No, you get pulled. You get pulled over and you go, how many points was that?
15, sir.
That does feel the same way as GTA.
Did that raise
5
my
does.
battle pass?
I know, but Fork Boy, tell everybody where they can find you, dude.
Hey, you can find me at ForkBoy_Gaming on Twitter and on Twitch, and hanging out here with Wilmy and the guys. Kind of messing around on WoW because Bomber's an asshole and got me back involved in it, and on Destiny and not on Anthem, so that's deleted.
What? I just got Anthem, motherfucker. That's
that's your problem.
I didn't pay for it, so it's okay.
But yeah, just you can find me anywhere, ForkBoy_Gaming, and hit me up. I always love a good conversation, and yeah.
And a good rub tug.
Yes.
Yes, rub and tugs are always good. Don't ever. Well, I mean, unless it's like bad. But
Have you ever had a bad rub and tug?
I mean,
yeah.
Most is very, very violent.
Moving on, HR Bomber. Tell everybody where they can find you, Bomber.
Of course, you can find me on the Twitter at HRBomber1414.
Twitter.
The Twitter.
Xbox
The Twitter.
and PlayStation at HRBomber. Of course, you can try to find me now on Battle.net if you want to. If you want, running some WoW. Everybody loves some WoW. That's right.
Never played it.
Don't worry, Leo. You'll be involved in a minute.
Leo, I'm in the 99 cent or the 99 line of getting to play this, so you'll be up there soon.
All right, and Leo, tell everybody where they can find you, dude.
Well, Lee Nice 1084 everywhere. Hope you guys have a good night. Next.
All right.
Obi, tell everybody where they can find you, brother.
Nobody cares about the Xbox. What about you, Ghost?
All right,
No.
so
Obi's got to give his outro. Come on, Obi.
Find me on Xbox, obviously, and Twitter at Obi1 for the win. Yep.
All right.
Thanks for coming out. It was fun. The fight thing was fun. I love Bomber though. Felt good to yell at him.
And
that beard.
For everybody that wasn't
Wilmy and his
here
little
at the
mobile Pentagon.
For everybody that wasn't here at
What's
the
up?
beginning, go back and listen to the beginning of the show. You'll see what Obi's referring to. It was fun. All right.
It was fun. And yeah, so yeah, go ahead. Yeah, cut me off. It's okay. Like I said, have a good night.
What?
I thought you were finished, sir.
I didn't even hear you talking.
I mean, kind of cut out.
Was Obi
I
talking?
know. I know. I cut out, man. I'm 2 seconds away from throwing this fucking cast.
You know how to fix that laptop? Hit it with a hammer. Works every time.
I've heard
Hit it with my Xbox
Chainsaws.
controller.
All right, Ghost. Tell everybody where they can find you, dude.
Hey, thanks for everybody coming out and listening to us bitch complain and have a fake fight about stupid toxicity because people are fucking lame.
A piece of
It was fucking it was fun. You guys find the Evil Ghost at Twitter, Twitch, and all that, hanging out with and doing our podcast and whatnot. We appreciate all of you.
All right.
And
Wilmy, where can they find you?
I'm
I'm
Wilmy.
easy.
I'm out.
Oh, we knew
Easy.
that.
Yeah,
We knew that. We seen the pictures.
It's easy to find me. Just you can find me at Wilmy Hood on Xbox, PlayStation, Epic Store, Steam. Now you can find me on BattleNet.
What about
Wilmy
what
Hood
about Nintendo?
and on Nintendo?
Thank
not
you.
not
And on
Stadia,
Atari.
Not on.
I'll
Stadia.
be honest. I
Am I
felt stupid
missing
this
out on
morning
that?
when we were like, "Hey, what's your name?" And all of us were like, we never saying Wilmy Hood. We all should be like, "It's gonna be Wilmy Hood." Yeah, I mean, we came up with some great names though.
And damn, you made me lose my train of thought altogether.
It's Alzheimer's. It sucks.
I'm out.
Getting old.
I know.
You don't
That's
have that
actually.
And you can
yeah.
also-
Say,
you can
I'm
also-
over it, I'm out.
You can also find me on, of course, Twitter. It's on the screen. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook. I mean, you can find me just about any damn where you type in Wilmy Hood. Matter of fact, I'm on Mark Zuckerberg's most wanted list for Facebook. So
He's even on a porn site that you can click a vibrator.
Wait, Mark Zuckerberg?
How do you know that, Forrest?
Looking vibrant.
He
Seems
worries
like
me,
very
dude.
specific. Niche
I'm
kind
telling
of
you, man,
thing,
he
you know what I'm
really,
saying?
he really
Bro,
does worry me.
I think you may.
See, y'all are worried about Al Qaeda. You just don't know.
Oh
And,
no, we know. That's the scary part.
And for everybody that's been asking, I will be on Mr. Boom's podcast, Breakfast with Boom, Friday morning at 10 a.m. Me, Boom. I'm not going to tell you the rest of the guests. We're going to be together. This will be the first time I've actually been on Breakfast with Boom. We worked it out together so I can actually be on there with him Friday morning. And then I may be on another podcast next week. I'm not going to release yet. I'll leave it up to them.
Barbies and Kens? That's a great podcast.
Forky and Friends.
Is there an attorney in the chat? Because I really think we need a new restraining order. This fucker just ain't
A
getting the
restraining
hit,
order.
man. Vinny Boom Bots
Restrain-
ain't getting the shit done.
Look, restraining orders are just a future date of where I know you're going to be.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, we know you say that
Yeah.
every time, and the
That's
judge
why
keeps letting it go.
we don't put them up. We live multiple states away from you. There's a reason.
Yeah. Because it's really weird and creepy. So, but anyway, that is going to do it for us, and I am going to boot up this intro. And like I said, man, if you guys need
Outro.
anything done, well, it's actually the intro.
The intro to the outro.
That's it. And
Yeah,
like I said,
love
man,
it.
if you need anything done, check out Graphic God, man. The dude does amazing work. I mean, if you did not see this thing earlier before the podcast started, check it out now because, man, this is just
And he works in Canadian money.
Don't worry, Fork will pay for you.
Oh, fuck you, don't say that! Add it to Wilmy Hood's tab.
You know, there are weeks we get off this podcast and
I need new friends. I need new friends.
Women said that about me for years.
nah, I like you.
Oh yes!
They honestly, that is awesome.
That is pretty dope.
That's it, man. Jay does amazing work.
Yeah, he does.
I like how we put the granny part in. That made me laugh.
And the timing just is so perfect.
Dude, that spider is badass.
Yeah, it is. You got your Brumac in there. You got your Last of Us.
Oh,
you got
you-
all of it.
And then you got a little fucking Gears of War. Oh my god.
It even
Yeah,
has
dude.
tails in it.
That's dope.
Wilmy, once again,
Cyberpunk.
excellent show. Enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Looks
Good
like
work.
Fucking
Still alive?
Xbox. I mean, what?
What? 9?
It's
All right.
Viking. We're not arguing anymore, okay?
Thanks
Get off
everybody
your
for
PC
coming
chair.
out. We will see you next week at the same bat time,
You guys are
same
all
bat
dope.
channel, and we will have Fork tied up and handcuffed, and Vikings taking care of that for us on Tuesday.
You
The video
are
will be
welcome.
put on Pornhub.
Bow, chicka,
Absolutely.
wow, wow.
You sick,
Welcome.
you sick bastard.